Yes, see children, so we have come to the lesson Dhyan Chand. So in this we have some meanings, right? So that vocabulary we can learn. So see the first one, dominate. Dominate. So dominant people, those are most important and powerful. Most important and powerful. And indulged. Indulged means got involved in the activity. So in any work if we involve, that is called indulging. So indulged means got involved in an activity. Spectators. Spectators means yes, a person who watches a game or show. By mistake it's happened, not matches, it's the watches. Check it in your textbook. So who watches a game or show. So we are the spectators who are playing others. That if we watch it, that is called spectators. Okay. Next one, Lance Naik. Lance Naik. Lance Naik means a military rank in India and Pakistan equivalent to Lance Corporal. So equivalent to Lance Corporal. And see the next one, assure. Assure means to secure, surety. And the next one, debut. Debut means first public appearance to perform. First public appearance to perform. Anything first time if you are doing in the public, that we call debut. So first time you are going to give public speech. So it's a debut speech, debut seminar. Like that, debut. And next one, skeletal. Skeletal means inadequate. Inadequate. Next one, triumph. Triumph is victory. And the next one, unprecedented. Unprecedented means having no previous example. Unprecedented means having no previous example. Okay. So these are the meanings we have in this lesson. So learn these. See children, so we have completed the lesson Dhyan Chand, right? So in that we have to see a grammar topic we have, that is kinds of sentences. Kinds of sentences. So already previous classes maybe you have done these kinds of sentences, but once again I am telling you to remember. So see that. So sentences, you know what we are telling, the sentence that is meaningful, right? So in this sentence different types of sentences are there. So what are these sentences? So kinds of sentences. So first one, total 4 types of sentences we have. Total we have 4 types of sentences. Yes, in the textbook they have given. So let's see this one. First one is statements. Statements. These statements are also called declarative sentences. These are also called declarative sentences. Okay, statements. And the second one is questions or interrogatives. So statements, interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences means those are questions. And third one is exclamative imperatives. Imperative statements. Imperatives. And fourth one is exclamatory sentences. See that? Total 4 types of sentences. Statements. First statements are declarative sentences we call it. Second one is interrogative sentences. Interrogatives means nothing but questions. And another one is imperatives. Imperative sentences. Imperative sentence means no subject, either request or suggestion like exclamatory. Okay, total 4 types. One by one you see. Statements are declarative. Statements are declaration means yes, this is like that. We are telling something. So whatever it is, we are declaring it. So the book is on the table. We are telling them the book is not on the table. So like that, either positive or negative, we are telling one particular sentence. That is called statement. Okay. Interrogative means a question. In the questions again we have yes or no type questions we have, and WH questions we have, and one more we have question tags also. Question tags. In the questions generally two types of questions we say. Those are yes or no type questions and WH questions. Yes or no type questions means we give the answer yes or no. That's it. But WH questions means we should give the complete answer. So, are you Mr. Razu? If it is yes, yes you say. If it is not, no, I am not. Right? But what is your name? If I ask you, my name is, like the total answer sentence should give when we give WH questions. And question tags means in the last, isn't it, aren't you, are you, like that we ask. So those are question tags. So like this, all these are interrogatives only. Okay. And next one is imperative. Imperatives means giving the advice, suggest or request. All these are imperatives. So please switch on the light. So please do this work. So please listen to me. Alright. So take a glass of water. So like this, any suggestion or advice or any request. So for this advice, request, suggestion. So all these we can take it. Suggestion. So all these are nothing but interrogate, that is imperatives. And next one, exclamatory. Exclamatory means sudden, surprise or shock. So sudden, surprise or shock, feelings express. Feelings. So these if we express, those are called exclamatory. Wow, what a beautiful picture it is. So like that if we exclaim, so if we surprise about something or if we shock or something, alas, he is no more. So sad. So like that any expression, feelings if we express, that is called exclamatory sentence. Okay. So for this they have given the 4 sentences. Let's see those sentences. See the first sentence they gave in the textbook. Let's see all of you. Some people do not work on regular basis. Some people do not work on regular basis. So what kind of one? It's a normal, it's telling. That's why this is called statement declarative sentence. It's a statement declaration, declarative statement sentence. And the second one you see, why do you not rest after playing hockey? Why do you not rest after playing hockey? Why? We are making question, right? Yes, that's why it is question. And not is there. So why do you not? That's why not is there means it is negative. So negative question. And see the next one. Please give me a glass of water. Please give me a glass of water. I am thirsty. I feel thirsty. Please. Please word is that. Please give me means it is requesting. Requesting means it is, yes, imperative. It is imperative sentence and request. And next one, what a good morning. Good morning. So what a pleasant morning. What a good morning. Yes, exclamatory way, wonder. Exclamatory sentence, feeling is wonder. Okay, and see the next one. Mind your head while getting up. Mind your head while getting up. So listen to you. That's why it is an advice. That's why it is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence because it is given advice. So imperative, advice, right? So like this, every sentence, what is that we should find it. Okay. So next they have given some examples. Let's see the examples. Yes, see children. So here write what type of sentence. Total we have 4 types of sentence. In each we have already discussed in them. So here some examples we have. See this. She is not my cousin. She is our neighbor. She is not my cousin. She is our neighbor. So it's a normal sentence. So normal declaration. She is like this. That's why we should write it. It is a statement declarative. Statement declaration, right? Declarative sentence. This is declarative sentence. Okay. See the next one. He is the best speaker of our school. Yes, we are also praising one. That is just this is also declarative statement. Declarative sentence. This is also declarative sentence. He is the best speaker of our school. Normally we are telling about. So it's a normal sentence, there is a statement or declarative. And see the third one, are you interested in going to see the match? Are you interested in going to see the match? So see here, it's a question mark. So question mark means it is, yes, interrogative. It's a interrogative. Here it is question mark, then it is interrogative. What kind of question it is? In the questions I told you, yes or no type question, double H question and question tags, right? So, are you interested? Yes, no. That's why we should write this as yes or no type question. Yes or no question. Interrogative means it's a question. In that yes or no type question it is. And see the next one, why can't you be satisfied? Why can't you be satisfied with your present achievements? Why can't you be satisfied with your present achievements? So here also, here question mark is there. So 100% this is also interrogative. This is also interrogative because it's a question mark and a question it is. What type of question it is? Yes, starting Y is there. Y means it is double H question. So, interrogative, double H question. And negative also we can call it. Double H question, negative because why can't you? Cannot. Can't means it is cannot. So, double H question, negative also. Okay. And see the next one. You don't like backbiting. Do you? Do you encourage? No. So, this is also here, yes. Question mark is there. That's why this is also interrogative. This is also interrogative. So, what type of question it is? Yes, this is question tag. This is question tag. Okay, so this is question tag. Clear? So this is a question statement with a question tag. That's why question, interrogative sentence, question tag. And next one, stop making noise. Yes, stop noise. Stop making noise. This is imperative. Imperative. So what kind of statement it is? It is commanding. So it's a command. Stop noise. That's what command. We are giving command means imperative sentence command. And next one, please do me a favor. Please. Yes, this is also imperative. Imperative, but what kind of imperative here? Advice, suggestion and request are there. So please means it is, yes, request. Request. Okay, imperative, request. Next one, hooray, we won the cricket match. Yes, excited. That is, what is this? Hooray. Hooray, this symbol is nothing but, yes, this symbol standing line and a dot if we have. This symbol is nothing but exclamatory symbol. So then this is exclamatory sentence. This is exclamatory. What kind of exclamatory it is? Yes, we are the match with joy. So we are telling with joy, happily. So they like this, we should find the sentence. What is this? Whether it is statement, declarative sentence or interrogative or imperative or exclamatory. Okay, let's see the remaining examples. Yes, see children. So here we have change the sentences as directed. So here they have given some sentence and they ask us to change like this. So however they ask the same way we should change here. So what are these sentences? One by one you see. She is a famous player of Indian basketball team. So first sentence they have given. She is a famous player of Indian basketball team. So this is a normal sentence. That's a declarative sentence. And then what did they ask the second one? Change it to interrogative. This sentence we should change it to interrogative. Interrogative means it is a question, right? So then question means what we should write? Yes, first we should start with helping verb or any other. Double H words means okay. Here it's not possible. That's why. Is she a famous player? Is she a famous player of Indian basketball team? Indian basketball team. Is she a, yes, question mark compulsory. Is she a famous player of Indian basketball team? That is a question we should ask. And next one, exclamatory. Exclamatory. Surprise. Shock, sudden surprise. So that's why she's Indian basketball team player. That's why bravo. Bravo. She is a famous player of Indian basketball team. Indian basketball team. Indian basketball team, right? So here bravo. This exclamatory mark. Clear? Like this we should write. If the question is question mark compulsory. Now see this one. Shrey is not obeying the traffic rules. Shrey is not obeying. So not is there, so negative sentence they have given. What did they ask? Change it to interrogative. Change it to interrogative. So then interrogative means question. Then we should write this fast. Is Shrey not obeying? Is Shrey not obeying the traffic rules? Question mark. Interrogation means compulsory question mark. Is Shrey not obeying the traffic rules? Question. And next one, change it to declarative. Declarative means that we should write Shrey is obeying the traffic rules. Shrey is obeying the traffic rules. So it's a normal sentence, so declarative. And now what did they ask? Change to exclamatory. Change to exclamatory. How can we write exclamatory here? Yes, it's very sad to disobey. That's why we should write alas. Alas, Shrey is not obeying the traffic rules. Shrey is not obeying the traffic rules. Next one, see, hold my bag. Imperative. Yes. Imperative sentence it is. Take my bag. Hold my bag. And change to declarative sentence. Declaration. So declaration means normal sentence to change it. So then we can write it. She is holding my bag. She is holding my bag. And now come to the next one. What did they ask? Change to request. Request. Request means imperative. Then we should write it. Request method. Please hold my bag. Please hold my bag. So like this we should change the sentences according to that whatever they ask. Okay. So two more are there. Let's do the remaining two. Yes, see children, so here we have remaining two sentences. Do you like to play soccer? So fourth one they have given, do you like to play soccer? So it's a question. So question mark is there, so then it is interrogative. Next, what if they ask? Change it to declarative. Declarative means normal sentence. So then what can we write? So he likes to play soccer. He likes to play soccer. That we should write it. Change to declarative. Declarative means a normal sentence. Next one, change to negative sentence. Negative. So negative means not we should write. So for this, what can we write? Do you not like to play soccer? Do you not like to play soccer? That's a negative one. Next one. Change it to imperative sentence. Imperatives means order, command, or suggest or advise like that. So then we can write it, play soccer. Then we can write, play soccer, right? So it's a question and sorry, this is a normal sentence, declaration, normal sentence, full stop. And this is imperative, so no full stop. But do you not like to play soccer? It's a question. So in negative one. So for this question, negative one they have asked, that's why we should write it. Next one, you are not doing your homework. So fifth one, you are not doing your homework. So not, negative. Then what did they ask? Change to imperative sentence. Change to imperative sentence. Imperatives means how can we write it? Yes, that you should command. Do your homework. Do your homework. So that's, and next one, interrogative. How can we write? Are you not doing your homework? Are you not doing your homework? It's a question, so question mark. Interrogative means it's a question mark, we should put it. Next one, declarative sentence. Declarative sentence we should write, you are doing your homework. You are doing your homework. Declaration means a normal sentence we should write, that's why you are doing your homework. So like this, declarative, questions, negative, and questions means interrogative and imperative, exclamative. This we should write it according to the question what they ask. Okay. So these are the statements we have. Let's see the next grammar topic. See children, next we have it's a conversation skills. Conversational skills. Conversational means you know that is yes, the people who are discussing, you and your friend and your classmates like that, 2 to 3 members are discussing, right? So here see this one, read the following conversation and listen to it on the CD. Enact it with your partner in the class. So just now I am telling and then later whenever we have free time we can do the conversation. So first once I am telling and after that you can read the dialogues. So Sunny and Sudhanshu, both 2 members are here, Sunny and Sudhanshu. What is this? Hello Sudhanshu, coming along to play cricket. So are you coming to play cricket? So that Sunny asked Sudhanshu. Sudhanshu said, sorry, not today. I have to go for hockey coaching. So then he said, I have to go for hockey coaching. So then, oh, that's news to me. And when did you join that? When did you join that? Yes, I also heard about it. So when did you join that? That Sunny asked. So for that, Sudhanshu said, well, of course, only last week. I read about the new hockey coaching institute and I joined it. It will train me every evening with experts. So yes, recently I heard it, last week only I joined that they will train, it will train me in the evening session with experts. That's why I should go there. So yes, that's good. Sunny said, yes, very good, that's good. Yes, so that I'm sure it will help me improve my skills. I'm really enjoying it. So that she's going to the coaching. That's why I felt so happy. Yes, I'm sure that definitely it will help me improve my skills and really I enjoying it also, that he said. So then Sunny also said, one of these days I'll also come along and watch you practicing. Yes, one day in this week, any day I will come and I'll watch you how you are practicing. That he said, sure, you are most welcome. Yes, if anyone want to come in CSV, welcome them. So Sudhanshu also, sure, you are welcome, that he said. Okay, so this is a conversation between Sunny and Sudhanshu while Sudhanshu was going to his coaching, hockey coaching. Okay, right. Next one, see this, let's listen. That is, listen to the passage carefully. I am reading here this passage. First listen this. Indian junior women's hockey team won the bronze medal at the FIH Junior World Cup in Germany in 2013. So Indian hockey women tournament, juniors women hockey tournament team. So they also won the medal, that is bronze medal in the World Cup, FIH Junior World Cup in Germany, that is in 2013. The team was led by Sushila Chanu and the star performer was Rani Rampal. So star performer was Rani Rampal and the led by means the captain is Sushila Chanu. The Indian girls defeated England by 3-2 in a penalty shootout and won the bronze medal. So penalty shootout and won the, like last they won the bronze medal. There's a 3-2 goals they did. So they created history by putting in their best. Yes, they performed the best and winning the first ever bronze medal in the Junior Women's Hockey World Cup. Of course, up to that we have no World Cup. So in that first time they won the bronze medal. The team received a warm welcome by fans when they arrived at the Indira Gandhi International Airport in New Delhi. So from England when they come back, so they got a warm welcome in the Delhi airport, that is Indira Gandhi International Airport. They were felicitated by Hockey India. Felicitated means yes, giving the shalwa and awarding the prize money like this. So they did the function and that is a Hockey India. And all the players and the chief coach Neil Howard were awarded. So all of them were awarded. That is, they have given 1 lakh rupees each. So they awarded with 1 lakh rupees each. And the support staff were presented 50,000 rupees individually. That means each one. Captain Sushila Chana explained her role as a leader and said, I just tell them to be happy and talk positively. So captain means must give some suggestions. So what do you feel and what did you give suggestion means simply she said, I just tell them to be happy and take positively. So this is how I guide them. So this is all I guided. That is all they followed and we won the matches. That she said. According to Rani Rampal, the victory proved that hockey is still alive in India. Yes. So according to Rani Rampal, so again she played like that, of course not that much, but based on that, yes, still hockey somewhat we have in our country. Hockey players also are there like that. Again we got some positive feeling about our national game, sport. Okay, so now answer the following questions orally. So I am asking what is that? One by one questions, tell me. So which medal was won by Indian Junior Women's Hockey team at the FIH Junior World Cup? Why was it a historic victory? Yes, they won the bronze medal. And why was it historic victory? That is the first time they won in that. And the next one, where and when was historic match played? Where and when? Yes, that is it is in Germany in 2013. It is where means it's a place, Germany. When means it is in 2013. And who was the captain of the Indian Junior Women's Hockey team? Who is the captain? Yes, Sushila Chanu was the captain. Sushila Chanu. Give the name of the star performer of the Indian Junior Women's Hockey team. So, who is the star performer? Yes, Rani Rampal. And what was the cash prize awarded to the players and the coach by Hockey India? Yes, what was the cash prize? Yes, 1 lakh rupees each. How did the captain of the team, Sushila Chanu, encourage her team members? How did she encourage? Sushila Chanu encouraged to be said to be happy and talk positively. To be happy and talk positively. So this is only she encouraged her team members. Okay. So these are the topics we have in our lesson, that is Dhyan Chand. Okay. See you in the next lesson.